Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to a new video of Mabenbaran. Today we're going to be discussing a new word that has come up to my attention during the past month. So we know that with the pandemic, we have all seen an increase of new businesses online, new entrepreneurs, and with that it comes along with new definitions that we need to cover up to make sure that we are following up and we are updated with how businesses are done in nowadays pretty much, right? So the word that we're going to be discussing today is a startup. Now a startup, it's pretty much I'll have two ways to explain it. So let's go. The first way that I have to explain it is that it's pretty much just whenever you are starting up a new business, right? You are starting a new business, you're getting to start getting know with people, and you are starting to generate some incomes. Now, the other way that I have to explain it is that it's a measure of time. In this case, what I mean, it's pretty much you're not going to be a startup business for a long period of time because the idea is that you need to get a huge amount of growth during this time to make sure that your business you're actually is going to be worth it, right? So in this case, I'm gonna set up an example. There is a page on Instagram that it's called Resi.gt. So this page was started by a young girl here in Guatemala. She mentioned that she started with 75 Qs. She got a couple of things from the market and she started selling them online. And so that pretty much is the first startup, right? She's just starting a new business. With time, she had about 100 followers. She was doing deliveries with her boyfriend in her own car, and she was herself the one taking the orders, making the deliveries, going to buy new things, right? And she was working in her own house. Now, if we take a look to the business right now, she has over 2 million followers right now. She has a new company that are in charge of doing the deliveries. She has about 10 employees that are in charge of checking the media. That means Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, taking orders. She has a couple of models that are making sure that to show off the um, the clothing that she is selling, and she has a special photographer that is in charge of doing all the pictures for the media, right? So at this point, we cannot say that that is a startup business because it's already well known with the community, it's well known in Instagram, and I'm pretty sure that if we ask girls between 15 to 25 years old, we can say that most of them have either seen the page or bought something in the page, right? So that is not longer a startup business. So what I mean with this is that there is a measure of time with which your business is going to be, well, first of all, it has to be successful, and second of all, um, as long as you are well known, you're not going to be a startup business anymore, right? So we don't have an exact amount of, like, we don't have exact time frame for that particular reason, right? We cannot say that it's only 1 year or 5 years or 12 months. But what it means is as long as it's well received from your audience, you're able to manage it properly, then that in that way that means that your business is gonna be successful. And as long as your business gets to be successful and gets to grow uh, quickly, then it was a startup business, but it's gonna move on and be something else. So I hope that you learned something different today with me, and thank you very much for your attention. Have an excellent afternoon.